Chapter 93. Knock knock. Who's there? Acts 12. Even after Saul's conversion, many still sought to destroy the church. That devilish snake, crushed head and all, was still biting at the snake crusher's heels. King Herod was one of the worst to persecute the church. Herod Agrippa, king of Judea, was the grandson of the Herod who ruled when Jesus was born. And just like his grandfather, this Herod tried to kill those who might be a threat to his power. He actually did more than try. Sadly, sometimes he succeeded. He killed James, the brother of John, with the sword, and when he saw that the people were pleased, he went after Peter. Herod arrested Peter, put him in prison, surrounded him by 4 squads of soldiers, and started plotting what he would do next. As bad as things looked for Peter, with a gang of guards, prison bars, and the might of Herod against him, God's people had something more powerful than swords or soldiers. They had prayer. It was the night before Peter was to be brought out to the crowds, and Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers. He was bound with chains, and guards were watching the door. Just then, an angel of the Lord stood next to Peter, and a light shone in the prison cell. "Get up quickly," the angel said, and the chains fell off Peter's hands. "Put on your clothes, get your coat, grab your shoes, and follow me." Peter thought he was in the middle of a dream, but he started walking, past the first guard, then past the second guard, then through the iron gate that opened on its own as if by the hand of God. In an instant, the angel left him, and Peter came to his senses. "Now I know that the Lord sent his angel to rescue me from Herod and from the people." Then Peter went to the house where the church was praying for him. Peter knocked on the door, and a servant girl named Rhoda answered. Shocked and overjoyed, she ran in to tell the church about Peter without even bothering to let him in. "You're out of your mind," they said to Rhoda. "It must be his angel. Peter is in prison." But Peter kept knocking on the door until finally they let him in. Peter told them exactly what had happened, and they were all amazed. Their prayers had set Peter free, even though they hardly believed their prayers would be answered. Good thing our big God listens to prayers of small faith. The next morning, Herod searched and searched, but couldn't find Peter. The guards were killed, and soon Herod himself would be dead, struck down by God for his pride. So much for the power of mighty King Herod. With God's Spirit at work and God's people at prayer, the word kept going. The church kept growing, and Peter lived to preach another day.